Does the Márquez move change anything for you?
No, I actually feel bad for Rafa Márquez. I mean, this is as good as it gets, Mauricio says, and it's good to see you, my man. He says this in a vacuum. Because what they're telling us is, if it's only Mexican coaches, if it's only in our little bubble, if we don't have the capacity, because we're not even telling you we don't have the capacity, we're just saying it's either this or that, this is as good as it gets. The best Mexican coach in Mexico's history. But why does it have to be in the vacuum? Why is it?
I'll tell you why. Because if we're really being honest, I don't think the job is that attractive. I don't think the job. I think the Mexican national team job has never been less attractive.
Okay.
How about that? I think there's never been more pressure.
For who? Or is it for whom?
No, let me say why, man.
I mean, if you're directing your statement to top tier managers, it's never been an attractive job. But if we bring it a little down to earth and realize what this team has been for the past 20 plus years, I mean, who else was going to be interested in this team? And we don't have any other Mexican managers, or if we don't want to just put a nationality on it, other managers that have been a part of Mexican soccer for many years. Listen, again, the whys and the hows are not ideal, but in the end, it seems like this is the right fit.
All right, let me debunk that right now of it not being attractive. And just allow me to finish this real quick. Guillermo Almada has stated publicly he wants the job. Now, if you don't think Guillermo Almada is a big enough name, who coaches the team of this jersey? Okay?
Bielsa.
Okay, it's Marcelo Bielsa. I remember, and as this happens, I'm sure to a lot of different people, if you play in a league or if you work in punditry, you get called on and they get asked you about certain players. Jesus Martinez, the owner of Grupo Pachuca, 2 teams, called me. He was a former owner of mine when I played for Pachuca, asking me about a player who was playing in Major League Soccer that he wanted to bring over to Pachuca. We got talking about this player. After that, he started talking to me about the U.S. I asked him about Mexico, and he says, you know what? These idiots. I had Marcelo Bielsa ready. Marcelo Bielsa wanted to come. Everything was set. They said no to Marcelo Bielsa. Marcelo Bielsa was this close to being with the Mexican national team. Jesus Martinez brought him on a platter, and those directivos, these federation officials, said no. So when you hear people tell you it's not an attractive job, to whom? To whom is it not attractive? Because now what we're saying is, hey, you've got Vasco Aguirre or you got Jimmy Lozano. And people are going to say, well, give me Vasco Aguirre. That's not what it should be. Don't let anybody tell you that this is a great hire. This is a desperation hire and one full of nepotism. Because La Bomba Rodriguez, Juan Carlos Rodriguez, the high commissioner, as he's referred to, his best friend is now the Mexican national team coach. And I feel bad for Rafa Márquez because on a pinky promise, he's going to be the full national team coach in 2030 for Ivar Cisniega and Julio Davino, who just said, hey, don't worry, Jimmy Lozano. Whatever happens in this Copa America, you're our guy. Nothing will happen. Publicly ratifying you right now. In that same group, he's gone. And now, if I'm Rafa Márquez, I'm supposed to believe on the base of what credibility the Mexican Federation that I'm going to be the guy come 2030 and what I just gave up.
Now, it's a 6-year deal, right? Supposedly it's